Hey guys, welcome to episode number 24 of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games this morning, guys, with our strongest power on 600 minds of our community. Everything else with our community, guys, is fun to enjoy, hang on, and also socialize together. And also brings something that matters. Today's date, guys, it is November 19th, 2024. Yeah, I bring you guys episode number 24 this week for Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games this morning. Now, honestly, guys, I'm not sure if you guys have watched, or have pretty much have something in return, but apparently, guys, IGN announced pretty much a lot of nominees again this year. You know, talking about which one is going to win, which one is going to be casting the most majority of it, and pretty much voting every single thing. I mean, you're talking about RPGs, anything else besides going decent or going gobbledygook all the time, but, what do you guys think about it? Apparently, guys, the Game Awards did announce the, pretty much the current thing. Now with regards to announcing the Game of the Year nominees, which we're going to talk a little more about that later on today. We had a good, my team Love and I, we had a good amount of time yesterday as well, and nothing else would really be pretty much in proportion, and get somewhere in return. But you guys get the idea. We also had, basketball team last night. Pretty much overall, it was good. And for one week, we're gonna be getting to what we're doing on top of that too. So I do not see that being a terrible, pretty much a mixed bag or no problems idea for it. So that's gonna be in the mix, as far as I know, to keep everything else in position, and pretty much more to get compared. Good morning, Lady Panda, make a love shout out. Good morning, SP, shout out to you, dearest. Thank you for standing by with us, guys, with our strongest power. Remember, guys, we are always filled. We are always deeply filled with popularity, guys. Popularity, entertainment, and energy. Tons of great fun while we're at it. Also, guys, I had another good night's sleep again today, and, you know, my true love was just a little more tired as of late. You know, you're talking about just wanting to get plenty of Z's, maybe get a little something extra. Yeah, maybe a little something extra stronger while we're at it. But yeah, I was looking at a notification from Instagram yesterday. And basically, as I mentioned, guys, they did exactly announce the Game of the Year nominees this year. And one of the games I was supposed to have, and what we talked about months ago, and after a game came out in February. So guys, the games that are up for grabs for the voting is pretty much going to be a tough one, to be honest. So most of the games are going to be in position. Good morning, brother, Tygo, make a love shout out to you, my brother. How are you? Welcome back as always. We can say we're in possession, guys, and mostly not getting ourselves wasted or throwing something out of sorts, anything else in return or in the balance. But honestly, guys, the games that did exactly announce, it's pretty much something exciting, and really something people should not really escape from. And yes, guys, the space that we use. So basically, they did announce, it's going to be Astro Boy, which I've heard some pretty good things about Astro Boy. And that's sort of 9 out of 10 for the PS5, exactly. And that's something to really bring in. I will announce the other games in just a few. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. I really do, guys. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our strongest power. 600 mods for most of today. Of our social media, guys, on YouTube channels and our podcast services. all around the globe here in the United States, since we're glad to have Donald Trump being back as our 47th president of the United States after this year, guys. So that's really something to think about too. You know, as long as we know who's better than who we have in the past, but keeping everything at large and doing something that makes it worth, you know, a lot of love, a lot of appreciation. You know, guys, having a big campaign, and you talk about something extra while we're at it. But yeah, guys, our social media and our podcast services all around the globe for a minute. With our strongest power, guys, our popularity, entertainment, and energy for the most of the time, and look at something we haven't really approached. We yeah, guys, our social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter. Yeah, guys, like Twitter. I repeat, guys, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. When we go live, guys, towards our strongest power, when it comes to live streams all the time, you know, we want to make sure we're right on schedule, you know. Remember, guys, I do 4 games on the schedule every week, and I still do, and as much as I really want to spell out if I'm going to do 1 day a week again, no. Honestly, my ass is not going to do something that's worth regretting or accepting. But speaking of Game of the Year, guys, I do want to say, I mean, well, I do know Astro Boy is very good. I mean, people think Astro Boy is really good based on the reviews and also the game itself, along with the previews for the game. And the other games that are also on that list, which is pretty much not a funny, sad remark, it's involving the fact you also have a game that I was supposed to have on my birthday this year. And what was that game we were thinking about? And pretty much on top of everything. And pretty much something I should have had. That game, guys, was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I want to say that game is probably going to be winning. I mean, I still think that game's still going to win, because I do know Astro Boy does have some good fame. Pretty much something much more traditional when it comes to playing a newer game. And, you know, guys, that's really something to think about. You have yourself a lot of categories, with a lot of games, a lot of voices, esports, best RPG, action adventure, best sports game, and whatnot. You see, that's exactly what a game should really have, you know, of having a game that has a lot of potential on it. And yes, guys, it's based stuff we use. So, you know, it's like, you're playing a game for a long time, you buy it for the console, and see what you guys really think of it. So I do want to point out this. I mean, my gut's telling me it's going to be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because, I talked a little bit with my true love about that last night. I don't know if there's a strong detail for that one, but I do know, guys, that game, Final Fantasy VII's been around for for the last 27 years now. Ever since 1997. Alright, and just to be open and honest and have something crystal clear, I do know with anything else that's worth carrying, I mean, you're talking about having a lot of momentum, you're talking about wanting to do something more differently. You know, I still think that game's going to win. The other games that I haven't heard of, it's something I really do not think is going to win compared to Astro Boy and, you know, the new Like a Dragon game. But you guys don't know, I haven't played Like a Dragon in months. You know, I used to have it on the schedule for a while, and pretty much anything else to get through today. I mean, so far today. But, you know, it's like, I really wanted to you know, not go back to Like a Dragon, but really do something new and different otherwise. Also, my Musketeer didn't have, yeah, we had to go a couple hours where, you know, we were just laying on one floor at a time. Also, we were hoping to, you know, get to where we're at so far in between, but never be pushed around. As long as it's not a wildfire, guys, or again, somewhat less focus. Excuse me, guys, but I do know, those are the only games I do know right now. But as far as who's got the best shooter, well, you can talk about the best shooting game. Well, one of them guys is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I think that game could easily win something, but not Game of the Year. I mean, Game of the Year would be too much to really have a call on, and really have something to really focus on too. So I actually do not see that winning. But I do know it'll win some sort of best shooter game, because Black Ops 6 is really good on the reviews. The only systems that are always, having a lot of shooting and a lot of focus with is the PS5, Xbox Series, and yes, on Steam. So that game has never been disturbing. I do know Black Ops 6 has been very good ever since the last Call of Duty game from the last time. But they pretty much did from what I've heard, they did an awesome job for one. They pretty much brought the game ever since the end of October. Alright, and the game itself doesn't exactly disappoint with zombies, multi, and story. So, honestly, no. It really does not take anything else pathetic for the game. But I do know, if it comes down to anything else, I don't know if there's any other best shooting game that I do know. But it would be something to really think about too, guys, as far as I know. But yeah, I was looking at the Game of the Year nominees, and I did see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on there.
Got a surprise.
And I'm like, that game's still going to win. I mean, regardless, and yeah, guys, I still think it's going to win. Mommy and y'all make a lot of shout out. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, guys, I was going to be voting. I was going to try to vote on my phone last night, but I was just really tired. I wasn't going to really lecture anything in the balance, or pretty much start tripping as much. But I will say, with anything else that's up for grabs, there's a lot of things. I do know, guys, if you're looking to start voting and take your time by voting something for the nominees for this year's 2024 Game Awards this year, the Game Awards, guys, will be on December 12th. It's December 12th. I believe it's on a Monday or Friday. I mean, I think it is, but I do know I did vote for the Game Awards last year. 2 years? No. Good morning, Brother Leon. How are you, sir? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. How are you, sir? And a whistle by both of you to wake us up this morning. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean, if I was gonna have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth this year, maybe this one person wasn't gonna be self-controlled and don't have much cast on their card, I'm not gonna mention any extra name on top of it, but I do know she would have found her place. Instead of being a stupid idiot all the time. But it's not involving my true love either. But I do know Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is so good. From what I've heard on the reviews, people have been still playing it, and I think a lot of people got encouraged by doing it. And there's no doubt about it, guys. I mean, that game is very good, coming out of the reviews, for the consoles and everything else in general for it. I do not think the game is worse. Alright, guys, Brother Leon in the chat says, I'm doing good. The sweet Rhea Ripley came back, going into War Games. Yep. Yeah, Survivor Series is going to be after this week, as far as I know. It doesn't take anything else to be a sub. Not exactly, no. But as far as what we got going on today, my Musketeer and I have our 7th week of bowling before we go to Thanksgiving next week. I do know we do not have any sports practices. I mean, due to the fact with Thanksgiving, and you talk about Black Friday too, so we have our 7th week of bowling tonight, and then she also has basketball practice. So, and I also did exactly learn. We're gonna be having our first basketball basketball game that's here, and that's gonna be tomorrow night. So basically, Special Olympics is gonna be having pretty much our Cougar baby team serving on Team 2 tomorrow night between 7 to 8. Which we're gonna be there no earlier, guys, and no problems with the time capsule. No later, guys, no later or any time period. Exactly, until 6:30, so I'm gonna have plenty of time just to really relax, and depending if I wanna get back into Bible study or not. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see how things can work out and benefit. But did you have any thoughts, Bradley, on Advanced Game Awards this year? Guys, the current date is going to be on December 12th, and the best way to watch it is either on, mostly on, you guys can watch it on platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter. A lot of people, you guys can watch it also on Twitch, and I believe on, pretty much on your consoles too. So, but I normally recommend watching it on YouTube, IGN, and on Twitter. Maybe on Facebook if you want to watch it as well. So, but and I don't know if Kingdom Hearts 4 will be announced with that either. They haven't said exactly majority of any of it at the time. But if they're looking to still have a lot of pride and hope, if that set's still coming out next year, I feel like Square Enix is still wasting their time. They're really not doing much of anything right now. But I still strongly suggest, guys, they have Square Enix get their butts going and do something. People don't want to have to wait on forever. We want to see how much Kingdom Hearts 4 really wants to really bring in. So I just think they haven't announced anything big, but apparently Shigeru Miyamoto hasn't said very much about it. I want to say he has not announced anything big. And also, guys, anything planned? No. If I had to guess, if Square Enix will still bring something, they better bring something quick, because if the game is not going to get any info this year, going into Christmas time, and apparently they're going to be set out of luck. So I don't think there's going to be any blaming, or pretty much whatever they want to do. You're talking about this involving Square Enix, and pretty much anything else with other stuff that matters. Good morning, Elite Song. Make a love shout out to you, brother. How are you? Hey, Pinang Paula. Good morning, La Loves. How are you? Good morning, also. Good morning. And also following something in between. But I don't know. Brother Leon, I don't think you've heard much of what's going on either. But I'm gonna really try to keep tabs on it. Well, pretty much have miles on it for now. But everything else, guys, has been good this week. There hasn't been anything bad, anything else to bring something towards the table. Not much to really begin or acknowledge. But like I said, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I am excited for the Game Awards this year. Don't forget, guys, the date is December 12th, 2024, excuse me. You guys can watch it on Facebook, YouTube, IGN, and most likely Twitter. Whatever platform you guys want to watch it on. If you're watching it with friends, with family, or maybe somebody you love. Like me and my Musketeer guys, for example. That's something you guys don't want to really miss. You don't want to miss it, trust me. Well, guys, on the other side of things, if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, every hour and 40 plus every Tuesday mornings. Guys, keep everything else watchable, like so nothing else is small or tiny, or having jams or thick jams, or something like that. If you guys are looking to turn something good and pretty much have something amazing around it, or maybe something great, for example. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, guys on the schedule, anytime mine go live, and you guys do the same thing that I do, with our 600 mods in total, and our followers today, you guys can like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. That way, when we go live, guys, we take our time, we see how we're doing, we can say we're sounding good most of the time, and pretty much mostly anything else in return, and see how we're doing. We can show how everything is good, and also we can show everything else is, you know, pretty much the same. Maybe something, no problems with anything else with issues, you know, with social media, and especially on channels and the balance in a tall order. So all you guys need to do is like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. So like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Give it the stuff it needs, and so much extra along with that. I'm just looking at other items real quick, guys. We just got done completing a hunt after a while, and it was pretty much honestly, guys, it was just only a what do you call it, guys, a monster element, which is why we did do a lot of damage, guys, almost 6,500 in one try, and only coming out of quickening too. So, Admin Mona, good morning, sister. How are you? Make a little shout out to you as well. Thank you for standing by with us, guys, when we get a chance. But other guys, like and share the stream, socialize it, tweet it out, and follow it when we get the time, and have something to take sides. If you guys wanna catch any new games I haven't played on the schedule yet, well, something you guys haven't really watched so far. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule that I haven't done exactly, and want me to play old games, maybe like new games. Well, guys, with our 600 mods today, and doing something that's more thankful at ease, mostly with anything else at a time, not to have anything else go in return. I guess guys really grant something in between. We'll do something that really favors me, and it favors a lot of you guys too. I mean, we always want to make sure and see how we're doing. We can say we're comfortable, we can say we're sounding good. But other guys, if you guys want me to play own games, maybe like newer games on the schedule, to get prepared for 2025, or have it something that you guys haven't seen me play in a while. Whenever you guys want me to bring something in general, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. Now, what I'm also doing real quick, guys, I'm trying to look into, well, guys, I'm bringing the Zagged website real quick, so I can find, this one lord coming out of Mount Bur-Omisace. So basically what I'm exactly doing is, wait a minute, I'm trying to see where I can find this one lord in general. Apparently, guys, this person's name is, well, apparently, guys, we still have Lord Larsa. So we're looking to see how we can jump into this one location. You talk about one location, as it is, and that's, about Bur-Omisace, for the last number of weeks now. So, give me 1 second, guys. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and teleport there quick, so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. We guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Remember, guys, when we go live, when we take our time, we talk to each other, get to know each other a lot better, with our strongest power in return. We know exactly what people want, what people really need, you know, to see what is more special. One is more to really occupy too. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to one of these guys real quick. So his name is, hold on, guys, his name is, I mean, it starts with a K. So his name is you guys, Kiltius. So, I'm gonna go and get this one name right here. So I'm gonna go to... Well guys, I'm gonna go to GameSpot on this one. Not GameStop.com, we don't want to have to persuade that one right now. But yeah guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. With our social media, and our 600 months with our followers. We consider we're sounding good guys, having a lot of happiness and a lot of tremendous smiles. That's to really assume guys, but never lose a lot of hope. But yeah guys, with our strongest power today, the most important thing is love, support, and respect is the key. So guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. With our 600 mods today. As far as everything else goes in return. Hold on guys, let's see. So, the only thing that we want to do is... Well, basically, if we're looking to do something that we haven't done... So guys, if we're looking to do something with the Premo Rift... oh yeah guys, what we want to do here... is what I was looking at just now. Hold on, what are we looking at before? Well, I think about Bur-Omisace is right over here, but I don't want to actually jinx it. You know, guys, I was just looking at a website just now. But yeah, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. With our 600 mods of our community, and our friends and our followers. So also being creative, guys. I haven't reached 700 mods yet. I doubt I'm gonna be reaching that right now. Besides, ever since I signed a cup with you guys in the chat, it's been terrific. It really has, and it always will be. And I forgot to mention, guys, knowledge is power. When we take our time, guys, to see each other, we meet and greet, we socialize one another. When we go live, guys, we take our time. We want to see what people are live streaming on a live stream. See what people are up to. See how we're doing. And so on and so forth as well. Andy and Zaho, make a love shout out also to you this morning. Happy belated Tuesday to you. How's it going? We do have Sandara this morning also. I'm gonna use this on the Yeti real quick. I will say guys, this one hunt was not exactly hard. It wasn't exactly heavily tough, to be honest. And yes guys, to be open and honest, either way. I did get a good amount of sleep last night, and you know, my Zulov was just damn well tired at the end of the night, so. You know, she had to work yesterday, coming out of the Fillingham base, and, you know. I know she was not exactly herself either. That I can tell you, but it doesn't take much in the current devastation, or pretty much anything else to plan either. To knowing exactly what it is. Trust me. We usually have really times you out. If you're working at a job, if you're doing an awesome job for what you're doing. And we're looking at Emperor Avis, guys. I was looking at somebody from South Park for a minute, but I guess not. Same as Emperor Avis, guys. Pretty much the new monster today. But we'll watch this creep out. I mean, watch this piece of garbage out. But yeah, guys, when we meet and greet, we take our time with our 600 mods today. Anytime we manage to find people, guys, we have a large gathering of our strongest power. Anytime we go live, guys, on one platform at a time. Never have anything else to miscue, or having no problems to really see what people are doing, and see what we love to do, what we like to do, and do something that makes us feel comfortable and a lot of work together, you know? All we gotta do, guys, is do one thing at a time. And yes, guys, it's something that we can really appreciate. And let's go to our silence right now. And why did we actually attack the ice element, guys? Come on. I mean, what is going on? I mean, there's an element of surprise, guys. Come on now. But yeah, guys, anytime we manage to socialize and find people and follow people, all we gotta do, guys, is follow and share it with our 600 mods and our social media. And yes, guys, our YouTube accounts with that every time. Doing something that we haven't done. And pretty much do something different. Do something perfectly. All we have to do, guys, with our 600 mods today, how we socialize together, and doing something that we can do that makes it perfect, and not create any nonsense. All we gotta do, guys, is follow and share it with our YouTube accounts,
Please.
on our social media, and always, guys, our podcast services, mostly. You know, like I said, guys, knowing what we're able to be looking at, see if anything else goes its way, but not hiding or stabbing anybody in between either. All we gotta do, guys, is follow and share it, by the way, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And you guys also know, I've been on YouTube for over 8 years, going into 9 years next year. The only definition current date is, sick, guys, on July 30th of 2025, going forward to that one. And also 7 years exactly, guys, on Twitter and Facebook as well. Which I know my long-loved Rincey would say Facebook in the current way. Pretty much always in a matter of time. And she does. I love Rincey, also Johanna Hanna as well. Which I've always seen, I think, a couple of her posts recently. Coming out of Facebook.com. I know she hasn't been on that much on YouTube. Which I know she's just been hanging out, maybe just like doing whatever makes her comfortable. Making sure it's wishing upon a star and doing something that makes her happy and it makes you guys happy along with that in mind. And pretty much everything else in general. But like I said, guys, for now, by the time we get through this year, guys, I've been on YouTube for 8 years. I've been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 years. Along with everything else. That's very important with our strongest power today. Because our strongest power of our community is always filled with popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. Always has and always will be. Alright, guys, 11 hits to this ice element. I don't know if this is probably gonna work. Give me 1 second. Hold on, guys, I'll talk to Rincey in a minute. With my... Hold on, guys, I'm sending a $5 sticker right now. With my... And the final boss got him, guys. It's king, and me, guys, is your king of the world. And yes, guys, your final boss as well. But yeah, guys, my true love and I been together. My love and I, guys, we've been together for over 7 years. And we've also been featuring gays since the second talent show this year. Way before Donald Trump was taking on Kamala Harris at this point. Pretty much that really made a difference and had no sacrifices on it. And pretty much anything else that's more to not exactly linger or think about it, for instance. That makes... give me 1 second, guys. Remember I dropped one earlier. But other than that, guys, yeah, we've been featuring games since the second talent show this year. So that's pretty much romantic. The fans were applauding it. The people here in the United States, here in Ohio, were loving it. I guess, guys, people really enjoyed it. They really did. So, I don't know what's gonna be the plan for this year. I mean, for 2025. That I don't know. But it's too hard to tell. I mean, we want to get through this year, guys. We got Thanksgiving next week. And then, we also have Black Friday, so... I'll have my money in the bank check this Friday. As far as I can tell you guys right now. I will still begin a year membership of PS Plus coming up. I don't know if I want to go to Extra and Transform. You know, guys, start playing old school games again. If I want to. also. Google Play will also have 15 as well. And then my Musketeer and I are still looking to hopefully get an opportunity. Once I'm hoping we probably will. And that would be guys watching the second Gladiator this weekend. I'm not gonna have anything else truthful, guys, to go to a bowling tournament this year. I mean, this year, to be honest, because I don't want to waste a lot of money. Once I necessarily don't, because if I was gonna part of something up besides watching a movie this weekend, it would have been another thing to really track and to really have something to implicate too. So probably not. Well, that's why I decided to pick up a work shift and do 11 to 4, guys, on the 23rd of that Saturday, guys. That way, I don't have to really do, guys, have the worst case scenario. So, I just probably think, guys, my future fiancé is very important to see what I want to do and what you guys think I should do. Instead of sinking it, we're trying to take it off, guys, from Taylor Swift most of the time. So, as long as we know what we exactly want to plan, we want to, talk it out with people. We want to socialize one another as well. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of our social media for today until Thursday. We're going to talk about baseball and everything else, guys, on Steam in the next 10 minutes. I do know, guys, the second Gladiator did suit us 8 out of 10 strongly. This movie itself is real good, as far as I know. I don't think the movie is, I do know it has a little bit of romance in there. You guys know the actors. One of them is Pedro Pascal, guys, from, The Last of Us, number 1 and number 2. Yeah, guys, The Last of Us Season 1 was, I do know Season 2 is coming out next year. Yes, guys, on HBO Max, but as far as I know for sure. And Pedro Pascal, I don't know if he's going to be in the second Mario in the next number of years. I would say maybe, but especially if Jack Black really wants to, not exactly argue or have any conflictions. Whenever he wants to really, have somebody play as Mario. So, we don't know exactly the info on that, but we will have something people can really, transition and also have different motivation, salutation, or whatever. But I want to say, guys, I do want to tell you guys as well right now. I'm still waiting on the Wicked review. Once that movie, guys, and yes, the second Gladiator are still coming out this coming Friday. Yes, guys, it's coming Friday in theaters. So I haven't read much yet, but I do know the movie is coming out soon. I want to see how this movie is going to go. I mean, it has one of my favorite singers. I mean, one of my female, beautiful, lovely singers of all time. One of them is Ariana Grande. I do know she does play Glinda the Good. I think I know who plays the Wicked Witch of the West, as far as I know. But honestly, my true love does not want to see it. I mean, sadly, or pretty much bad enough. But I do know, I do want to say, guys, that movie should be good. I do not think it's going to be a bad idea. Do I see that? No. I mean, the only thing I see going bad from there is, not following a lot of the script. Or not following anything else in projection for it. So I don't see them messing up the movie. Guys, if they're looking to do something that people are looking to enjoy, you guys have seen Wizard of Oz during the last 85 years. I mean, that I know. But you also had Oz the Great and Powerful with James Franco, a lot of the other actors over the years that came and, guys that are still alive to this day. And due to the fact, guys, with the 100% health and doing something that really makes it, go in return. As long as people do not have to stop and shake it. It really doesn't. But I want to say, guys, it's going to be drawn in the balance. But really, guys, if we're thinking about it, are we thinking Wicked's going to be painful? No. Like I said, guys, no. If you guys think the second Gladiator was a real good review, you guys do not want to miss anything from Wicked. You really don't, and you really don't want to miss anything for it. Mommy, and thank you for coming in as always. So, like I said, guys, I don't know. I want to say Wicked's gonna be good. I do know the second Mario is gonna be out in 2 years. Plus, we all know Jack Black is coming back as Bowser. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute, guys. I dropped one already. There we go, hold on. I'm trying to get a message moving. But yeah, guys, the second Mario is gonna be interesting in the next 2 years from now. Also, guys, the second Mario... No, guys, not the second Mario either. But the only thing we have to wait on is for years and years to get a live-action movie. And that's what, guys, the live-action of The Legend of Zelda from Nintendo. Which we have to wait on that set in the next 5 years. Which, you know, we're gonna be in higher upgrades, pretty much in a higher power by then. So I think we're gonna have to wait on that forever. We also do know, we also have the third Avatar after this year, but I know my true love wants to see something about that as well. So we'll see what happens from the ground up if we can. Yeah, I have no clue. We want to see what's going to really happen by the time we get to that point. Yeah, guys, there's going to be a lot of movies, especially with the new Avengers arriving soon. I'm going to go ahead and do license points real quick, guys. Since I'm thinking, 9 times out of 10, guys, I'm really thinking Bur-Omisace could be in this area, but we're not going to be crossing inside the gate. The place we've been to. Oh, hold on a second, guys. I don't. Hold on, guys. Blame you. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, there we go. But yeah, guys. I mean, we're gonna wait and see what happens. You know, guys, we got the Game Awards in the next couple more weeks to think about. You guys can vote on the GameAwards.com. Or you guys can, if you guys can sign up on any app, you guys can sign in through Facebook, through Twitter, and yes, guys, through YouTube if you want. So, you guys do not want to miss a single thing. If I'm gonna be watching the Game Awards this year, I'm gonna be voting on some of that set too, if we get an opportunity. So, well, like I said, guys, we'll see what really comes to mind. Yeah, guys, every year is the best year for gaming. It always has, and it always has something that really has everybody ticking, have a lot of happiness, and brings everybody together. It really does. The only thing I'll probably upgrade for license points, guys, for bots is Spellbound, but that should not be a concern. So, like I said, we'll see how things can really wind up. But I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see, guys, if we're hoping to have maybe some info from Square Enix this year, going into next year for Dragon Quest XII. The Game Awards should have something for Assassin's Creed Shadows for Valentine's Day. That I could see maybe happening for sure. But I do not think we're going to get our hopes up yet. Or whatever they want to try to tally. You know, guys, the Game Awards has always been going on every year. You talk about having that game being the best. You talk about battling the best. That's what people want to see in a game. You know, previews, downloadable content, you know, having a best storyline. Guys, the best of the best for games. I've been into gaming since I was a damn kid, you know. You know, the first thing I got into was RPGs, and then get into sports games after a while. So, you know, guys, the only thing we would really, honestly expect is to see what game could really bring something together. What brings everybody excellent, and all that good stuff we can really appreciate much more often. So, you know, guys, there's a lot of things people do not really know about games. As long as people, you know, inform them what's going on, what the game is about, and see if it's really good for a lot of people. And also, always for me, and always for us too, to see what really is, and see what kind of game can really involve. Well, guys, speaking of involving today, head over to Steam store. Head over to steam.com, guys, make a game ID, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, I repeat, guys, head over to steam.com, make a game account, and buy something. If you guys are going after an old game, a special game. If you guys are buying bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can go after bucks for any of the two with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are getting the free-to-play games that are up for grabs today. You guys can look at Throne and Liberty. You guys got RAC Room. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of things people haven't jumped in yet. But I do know, guys, if we're looking again on Thanksgiving, maybe a Black Friday deal, what you guys see in the middle, if you do have a Steam account, you guys can head over to Steam, not only if you're buying something, but you guys can also look at the nominees for December 12th. As I'm looking at it, guys, on Steam right now, it does say the Game Awards nominees December 12th. I do not care you guys wrong or right. It's going to be on December 12th, guys, in the chat, so you guys do not want to miss it. They did announce about guys yesterday, the host that's behind the Game Awards. He did announce the 2024 nomination announcement. It was yesterday around noon. Also, guys, 9 in the morning Pacific time, and GMT around 5 in the evening. But yeah, there's a lot of things you guys can jump in. There is a lot of games that are in the sale. But yeah, guys, head over to steam.com if you want that game to be your game of the year. So, guys, head over to Steam, make a game account. You know, guys, go after old games, going after first-timer games, with games, DLC, guys, and mods for games. To any decision that can really trigger with your Steam cards. And guys, Steam cards are pronounced STEAMCARD. That's so much extra. So, you guys can go after WWE 2K24. I don't know if that game's gonna be up in the wings for the best wrestling game or the best sports game. I mean, I doubt that game's going to win anything. Game of the year? No. Nope. Like I said, guys, the only game I see winning is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I sort of had that game since my birthday. If this one person was not bringing her business to mine. Not my true love, guys, but somebody else. You know, guys, losing a job into a restaurant and decided to be critical and start being crazy, mostly. So, you know, guys, I will not go any more further. You guys get the idea who we're looking at. Now, one of the games, guys, that's up for Game of the Year. You know, guys, Game of the Year for this year. You're talking about a game called, the game is called, guys, Balatro. Now, Balatro, guys, is a card game. Not exactly the same as Uno or as Skippo, to be honest. But I do know, guys, this game is a card game deck builder. If you're playing, what do you call it, guys? Pokemon trading card game, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Bakugan, or whatever. So that game, guys, is like $15 right now. The other games, we also have Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. You guys can buy that too. And the game I want to have for Christmas also, I pretty much won a few games. I want Delta Snake Eater, because you guys can buy that now. That game's been out since Sunday of this week for the PS5 and Xbox Series. And I know you guys want to hear this too. I also want Dragon Aid's Field Guide for the holidays as well. Because I'm hoping I do want to have that in my arsenal. That way we can have a few new games, guys, for, you know, to kick off 2025. And yes, guys, go something we have a gut and to depth on. And one more game, guys, that's also up for Game of the Year. A former Game of the Year winner, Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring's DLC is also for COTY as well this year. That game, guys, is Elden Ring Shadow guys of the L3. Now, if Elden Ring gets another Game of the Year winner, that would be another consecutive win. But I don't know. I think those are the only few games that I know right now, along with Astro Boy. Astro Boy, I've heard, is pretty good, but I've never played inside of a sequence on it, or never got into the system on it. So, maybe we'll see what happens. If you guys are looking to pre-order any games this year, you guys can pre-order the new, Delta Snake Eater, guys. Like I said, it's been out since Sunday, and look where we're at, guys. We finally made it. We are now in Mount Bur-Omisace after the last several weeks now. We finally get to our location. We are finally here. It's about damn time, guys. We finally got this location. I do know we do not need a lot of teleport stones yet, but we will go after new spells. So, guys, I'm gonna get I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and get Blazara and Berserk. I'll keep them for now. But yeah, head over to Steam.com, guys, make a game ID before that, and buy something. If you're looking to get something for Christmas time, buy a new game, unlock multiple games, you guys can go after these nominees. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I see that SOB winning this year for Game of the Year. You guys can buy Astro Boy, buy the new DLC for, like I said, guys, for Elden Ring. Elden Ring is so good. I'm not kidding. You guys can go after God of War Ragnarok on Steam on PC. You guys can jump to any games you want. As long as people know what games you guys are not fed up, or really want to try something new, you know? Guys, you want to have something to settle your differences. You want to have a new game, and you guys can play on your console. Maybe want to play something on your Steam Deck for a change. You know, guys, there's a lot of games you guys haven't played yet, and really want to think about, too. But if you guys are looking to go after any other games that you guys want for Christmas, and also maybe Santa Claus can bring you, you know, everybody deserves to be good, for goodness sakes. A lot of people do in the United States. You guys can go after, you guys can pre-order the new Borderlands 4. I do want to get that game soon. I really want to have something to promise with that game. Without a shadow of a doubt, that game is not going to be silly. That game is going to be amazing. And I kid you guys not, it's going to be amazing the way it seems. So I am not going to be skipping that, which I'm hoping I don't. And also, guys, you're welcome to go after Ghost of Tosi for pre-order. There's also a lot of games we haven't mentioned, or really want to really change the game. And guys, every year, as always, guys, every year is the best year for gaming. It always is. Head over to Steam.com, guys, make a game account, get your Steam cards, and buy something if you want. But yeah, guys, you're welcome to go after anything. And I do mean, guys, anything. As long as you're looking to get something, you're looking to target, you're looking to have something favorable. And I don't want to ride a Chocobo now, please. No. I don't want to ride a Chocobo right now. As long as it's not by contrast. Let's go back in, please. I'm going back in the Mount Bur-Omisace, guys. But yeah, you guys can buy any games you want on Steam. Now you guys remember my name. My name, guys, on Steam is Zach Dawson 93. If you guys have nothing, you entirely, guys, have nothing to lose. I've been on Steam for over 3 years. The only thing I bought on Steam this year is Out of the Park Baseball 25. So I'll talk about baseball in just a little bit. I haven't had a Steam card in a while. I want to say, guys, nonsense. I think during Christmas last year, if I'm right or wrong, but I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things people could really start peddling in and dialing in mostly. You know, people haven't jumped to the system or changed anything to the next level or wanting to do something differently. Like I said, guys, you do not want to lose anything in sight. A lot of games that people can feel comfortable with, feel entertained with, have something to begin with either. But yeah, there's a lot of things. You guys can also pre-order the new Assassin's Creed Shadows on Valentine's Day. So I do think there's going to be a Valentine's Day dance after this year. But we all know, guys, my true love and I will be reaching our 8th year anniversary, guys. Since we've been exactly together on beginning of February. So there's pretty much some romance and red carpets down the road. So that's something to look at as well. Alright, guys, if you guys are into sports, music, RPGs. You guys remember, I've been on Steam for over 3 years now. I haven't bought another damn thing in a while. Since last time I was on Steam. But I do want to have something to really handle. You guys bet your ass I do. We want to have something from the ground up. You know, guys, to really dig deep. You not exactly go anywhere in return. But we want to have something new without any card payments on it. And yes, guys, the space that we use. There's a lot of games that people want to vote on for the Game Awards this year. Remember, guys, the current date is December 12th of this year, 2024. You guys can vote anytime before then. It's kind of like voting the Kids' Choice Awards. I don't watch the damn show anymore. The same with SpongeBob SquarePants, and I watch a little bit of videos from time to time, but it was almost often. And SpongeBob is still funny. That's all I can say. Along with Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, all thanks to Jeffrey Tambor for his work, and a lot of voice acting along with that as well. We just never know. Well, guys, since we're now at Mount Bur-Omisace, we are here at the Hall of the Light. We want to talk to this person. So it took a while for me to get to this location. It really has. So back to what I was saying, guys, about Steam. You guys can buy any games you want under Steam. Steam is pronounced, guys, STEAMCARD. Steam gift cards between any pre-orders, and yes, guys, in-store purchases. So, if you guys are in the role-playing games, it's me as a heavily king of the world / final boss expert. If you guys are in the RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, Baldur's Gate 3, maybe you guys are voting for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am pulling for that game to win this year for the Game Awards on December 12th. If I had to guess my top 3, my guess is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and number 1. So that's number 1, guys. Number 2, Astro Boy, and I'm leaning towards number 3 for a minute. And you know, guys, that's really capture its mind. And really change the landscape, and knowing how to have something to live by, and look ahead to. Honestly, guys, if we're having something in between, I don't necessarily see why not. You know, there's a lot of things people
This
to
is the
really
man
get
I
in.
wanted you to
And also, guys, take your
Believe
time
it or
by
not,
buying something
he is a member
for
of
any
the
sort
noble
of thing
house
on it.
Grace, rulers of the Rosarian Empire.
Yeah, guys, number
I am
one
but
I'm
one
picking is
very,
Final
very
Fantasy
many.
VII Rebirth.
Try as I might, I could
Remember,
not
guys, the
stop
reason
these
why
men alone.
is Final
Thus, I
Fantasy
came
VII's been
seeking
around
Lars's
for 27
assistance.
years. I mean, you're talking about almost 3 decades now. But 27 in that tall order. Number 2 is Astro Boy. Number 3. Now, number 3, guys, for... there's only 2 options I'm taking. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I still think it's going to win. I do not see Black Ops 6 being in that category at all. But it does have a good shot. A good shot, guys, of winning the best shooter game of the year. The only 2 games I see winning, like I said, guys, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, in my opinion, and the new DLC for Elden Ring. If one of those 2 wins, that'd be a big shot for Elden Ring, because Elden Ring is a very good game, compared to God of War, Ragnarok, coming out of the PC, and on PS5, for example. So, a lot of us loved it, guys. Those games are really great. Those games are very good, guys, by example. There's no doubt in my mind that those 2 games are something... Those are the only 2 games in my mind I think is going to win. Astro Boy is a maybe, but I don't see any other games that would really bother with the competition. Especially if it's a game threat of what game is going to win and what game is not. Trust me. There's a lot to think about. Well, like I said, I don't know if Kingdom Hearts 4 will have something for the Game Awards or not. Like I said, guys, Square Enix just needs to get up off their ass and do something before we get to 2025 by then. Well, people are going to be upset and say why and why. Trust me. If you guys are in the sports games, the Protect Not Sport, for every gaming every year. If you guys are in the baseball, yeah guys, baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball. If you guys are playing the old school ping pong. If you guys are playing the new and former PGA Tour game, and that is guys with Tiger Woods on it. You guys can play the new Madden 25 with Chris and McCaffrey for the 49ers. You guys can target the, you guys can play any games you want. Anything. With sports games, with no extra cost. If ever guys we have another judge, and somebody passed away involving the Senate for now. Behind Melody, make a lot of shout out to you, dearest. Are you able to help me out for the channel today? As long as it does not have any discomfort. Or pretty much make a difference to prevailing guys, prevailing, and anything else that will not be reasonable. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of things with sports games. You know, you guys can play Madden 25, you guys can play the new, any new games that really wants to have our minds twisted. And have a lot of excellency, a lot of graphics, a lot of popularity, and entertainment. And the main boss guys behind it, he is so full of, he's always been full of trash, guys. He always is. That would be guys' vein, ever since the beginning of any story, especially for this game only. But yeah, guys, sports games with no extra cost. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what I've been doing for baseball this week. I did not play inside of a game, or complete a game in a while. But apparently what I've been doing is I'm still using a good solid app, and that would be guys Game Changer. And also guys with the dice attempts, so guys Lord Vane or somebody else threw this one judge already. And look at him, guys. He's just gone a little bit thrown.
Inhuman.
He's just called a few of them inhuman. And he's like, no, he did not.
Zargabath.
And Lord Vane still has the stupid Damsel of Distress tall order. That's the main one. So what I'm doing for baseball this week, guys.
Your Excellency,
I don't think I'm going to do a game today, but it all depends. I'm going to be starting, guys, my 1943. I'm going to be starting my 1943 Senators campaign. So I'm going to be doing that for me. What do you call, guys? Myself and I, and my 1943 Senators. For me, us and our Senators campaign on Out of the Park Baseball 25 this week, if I get a chance. So that's something I'm going to be doing. Digital Diamond, I haven't done to any standing by or stopping by to any of them. But it has been exactly a while since I haven't jumped to anything with its tag or its sportsmanship. So I haven't jumped to a lot of that in a while. But you guys can go after the new Digital Diamond Baseball version 12 and your Christmas list as well. The only thing that's only available, guys, is no more than $30. I feel like I want to get that game too, but I don't know. I mean, I've always been a big fan of baseball, guys, since I was a kid. Got into Madden first.
Do it.
You guys bet I did.
Cannot.
I bet into Madden first, before I got to anything else in between also. So, I want to do something
Protect the young Lord.
we can really bring. Trust me. You guys understand I really do. I mean, don't think for 1 second. We really want to have something to approach.
Pray be quick.
You know we do. There's no doubt about it, guys. We want to have something to secure and really bring in the balance. But yeah, guys, I've been a big fan of sports since I was a kid. You know, I got into Madden first. Like I said, guys, Madden first, and then number 2, baseball from now on. That's why I'm always in the sports games and RPGs as an awesome combination. I really do. Well, guys, that's gonna be the end of Steam today. I don't know if I'll have. I'm hoping to have a Steam gift card. Steam card this year, before everything else gets from the ground up. So let's clean everything up and return, and we'll see what happens by the time we get 2025. You know, guys, there's a lot of things we really wanna never ever separate between games. We want to see how good they are. We want to see how excellent they can be. And yes, guys, doing something that's more important to us.